What's up YouTube? This is Nick Live with another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Xbox 360 Slim versus the Xbox 360 Elite. Hopefully at the end of this video you'll decide whether it's worth upgrading to the new one or buying it at all. Go ahead and get them turned on. This way you can see that I am running both systems at the same time on two different monitors, and that way I'm not using one image spanned out on two monitors. One of the main differences you'll notice right off the bat if you have a both is with the 360 Elite, you have to go ahead and push in the button to get it to turn on. With the Slim model, it's a touch sensor that you barely touch it and it turns on. Another thing that you'll notice is that the 360 Slim does start up a little bit faster. I'm not sure why that is, but I don't know. It's just a weird thing. It does have all the same hardware. There's no performance upgrades at all, so it's the exact same thing. And just to prove that I am running two different systems, I'll go ahead and sign in Xbox Live on this one and show you that it is two different systems. Besides that, there's not much difference between the two really. One of the biggest things that you will notice right off the bat is the size difference. The Xbox Slim is smaller than the Xbox 360 Elite, which I'll get into later on in the video. Another thing that you'll notice is a little bit the design. This one has a more sleeker, aerodynamic look to it. Almost resembles a little bit of the X, the way they have it done, versus the old 360. The old 360 is no longer being made at all, so it's not in production. When stock runs out, you're out. You're not getting another one. Another difference between them is that the Xbox Slim has an 802.11n wireless network card built into it, which isn't on the 360 Elite. That's the expansion card that you have to buy separately. They both do have the Ethernet port on it. This one has 5 USB ports on it, compared to the Xbox 360 Elite, which only has 3 USB ports on it. It gives you more room for accessories and other stuff like that. Another difference between them is the fact that this one is Connect ready. What that means is you can take the Xbox Connect and plug it straight up into it and have enough power to run it. With the 360 Elite, it doesn't have enough power from the system to run it, so you have to buy an additional AC outlet and plug it into the wall in order to get the Connects to work. Performance-wise, like I said, there's no difference between that. Gameplay is all the same. Remotes all look the same really. One thing I did notice between the remotes, which I don't have the other one out right now, is that right down here was black. On the Xbox Elite is like a dark charcoal color or a dark gray color, and this is a solid black on the Xbox Slim. Packaging, you can see the difference between the two. I personally like the way that old Xbox 360 one looks versus the new Slim version. Another difference between them is the sound. The 360 Slim is quieter than the 360 Elite. Not by much, but it is a noticeable difference. In my description I will provide a link that gives you in-depth detail between idle noise and spin up noise. It gives you a breakdown on power consumption and everything that you would need to know about it. I'm not going to get into it that much. Like I said, I will put a link in my description for you guys. At this point we'll go ahead and do a side-by-side comparison between them and let you see the difference. Okay, On to the second part of the video. We're going to be talking about the size difference between the two Xboxes. As you can see, there is a slight design difference between them. The Xbox Slim is obviously more sleeker than the 360 Elite. Has better cooling on it. Supposedly this one cannot get the red ring of death anymore. Don't believe that for nothing. I believe it still could overheat. It just won't light up to show the red ring of death now. Side by side, you can see that the 360 Slim is considerably smaller than the 360 Elite. You can also see from there that it is smaller too. Another thing that you'll notice, matter of fact, let me put this one up front. Line them up. Is that the 360 Slim is actually longer than the 360 Elite, but not by much. There's the backs of them. This is loaded down. Put USB ports. Has a fiber optics built in. HDMI. This is kind of lacking on the Elite system, but oh well. And we're going to do one above shot from it. They line up, and as you can see, this is shorter. Besides that, that's really it for the size difference. Okay, so like I said, we're going to talk about whether it's worth upgrading or not. I say if you have an old Elite system, stick with the Elite system. Don't spend the money to upgrade at all. It's not worth it. If you don't have a system, I say it is great to go out and buy the 360 Slim right off the bat. As mentioned earlier, if you have one, don't get it. If you don't have one, get the Slim. See you guys. Peace, love, deuces, much respect. As always, leave comments. Tell me what you want me to review. I'll go out and get it and go from there. See you guys.